Hey guys, Coach Dan here for my weekly video series, and today I'm talking to all you golfers. So we're going to talk about early extension in the golf swing. So that's probably the most common swing flaw we see with amateur golfers is early extension. What I mean by early extension is when I come down, through my downswing, I tend to stand up and lose that posture at impact. So you see this motion, it's here, and then you get a little early extension, and those hips come up, shoulders come up. We see it in probably 90% of amateur golfers. So I'm going to show you guys a few exercises that we do in here to try to combat that early extension. So as far as TPI is concerned, whenever we do that deep overhead squat assessment, typically when somebody fails that, they're going to go into early extension 80-90% of the time. So that is one of the basically the swing flaws that we try to correct, or the things that we try to correct from the deep squat. So I'm going to show you guys one of our favorite corrections here. There's a lot of corrections we can do with the deep squat, but one of our favorite ones is the door frame squat. So you guys are going to go toes straight ahead, shoulders stay back. This helps us keep the shoulders back and the chest tall. We're going to keep our weight in our heels, and we're going to slowly walk down, keeping those shoulders pulled back, get down as low as we can in that squat position, toes stay straight ahead, and then we're going to slowly walk on it up, just working on that depth, working on keeping our knees out. Do 8 to 10 reps or so of that. So the next screen we look at is if we see somebody fail that pelvic tilt test. That's also a pretty good indicator that they're going to go into early extension. So what we do for our pelvic tilt correction is just get on all fours and actually do some pelvic tilts. Now we take gravity out of play. So typically with this, you'll see people do like a cat-cow for thoracic mobility, but we're going to do the opposite and just work on moving the pelvis and the lower back here. So what I'm going to do is arch my back as much as I can, flatten, arch, flatten my upper back, stay still. I'm just moving at the lower back and the pelvis here. And what we used to try to cue clients on this is really pulling through those lower abs and hip stabilizer muscles when I pull through. So arch, flatten, and really turn on those lower abs, those pelvic floor muscles as I pull through, okay? And the last corrective exercise we do that kind of puts everything together and really works on the downswing mechanics of the pelvis is what we call our pelvic punch. It's kind of an awkward looking exercise, so I guess the one rule of pelvic punching is don't look at anybody in the eyes while you're pelvic punching. But here's what it looks like. You guys are going to go here. We're going to get in our 5 to 6 iron stance. The first move we're going to do is laterally shift our weight to the side. From there, I'm going to rotate my pelvis as far as I can, and then I'm going to tuck under into that pelvic tilt motion without letting my shoulders come up. So again, it looks like this: lateral shift, rotate, pelvic tilt. I can do that both directions, so do 5 or 6 one way, 5 or 6 the other way, load. So I laterally shift, rotate the pelvis, tuck under, and again, I'm not losing posture on the upper body. So that's 3 exercises we like to do to help with early extension. If you guys have any questions, you have any other swing flaws you want me to show you correctives for, let me know. You can always email me, Dan@cuttingedgefitness.com. Thanks, guys.